There's a reason why for the last 13 years, startups overwhelmingly prefer to build on top of AWS. We have the largest number of services, making it easy for you to take on some of the biggest challenges with the smallest teams. We also have partnerships with the top VCs, accelerators, and incubators around the world, making it easier to secure your next round of funding.
I'm a solution architect with the AWS Head Start program. What we do is we work with startups in the education sector, and we help them build their services on AWS.
So We Power Tech is AWS's Diversity and Inclusion Outreach program. The program is really twofold. One is to increase the number of underrepresented technologists within the industry, and the second is to provide a platform for them to be seen and heard.
If you're wondering how the AWS evangelism team might be able to help your startup, there are many ways. We're technically credible across our entire catalog of products, so we can help you figure out which services might be able to meaningfully impact your business. We also want to help tell your story. So if you're building something cool, we want to know about it and help spread that message to the world. So you might end up on stage at an event like AWS Summit. If you're a startup, you should also definitely check out the AWS Lofts. These are event spaces that are free to anyone with an AWS account. And you can treat them like co-working spaces, but the awesome thing about them is that we also have people like technical evangelists like myself, solutions architects that come and give hands-on technical workshops and sessions to help you learn how to more effectively utilize the AWS products and platforms that you're already building on top of.
We are a dedicated team of people that love startups, that we just want to come and help you with whatever we can, whether it be technical or business focused. We are here to help guide you and make sure that you do have a say in what's going on. We do get your feedback. We do bring that feedback to the service teams. That is what we're here for.
So once again, obviously we've run through a lot briefly, which that's what it ought to be. It ought to be very brief. But then we'll just make it formally give you the presentation. It's just going to be for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and we'll be done. Then we'll entertain your questions. No need for long stories. We've already given you a hint of what we're here for. So just run it through. Then we'll be able to receive your questions. Thank you. Sorry, I'd like to, we are playing a little video. It's normally what we do wherever we go. We run this program on a large scale. We also have things we are doing with the University of Nigeria. Essence is this is representing Amazon Web Services, and it's part of our partners. So when we say we are sponsoring a couple of things, we have people we are partnering with to be able to achieve it. And here we are also sponsoring some things to a very great extent, and that is made possible because of our partnerships with some international multi-organizations, for example the Amazon Web Services, and they are specifically into IT-based services. So they always would be forward to assist every community, whether it be in Africa, whether it be in Europe, wherever else it would be, to make sure that IT is being promoted in such a way that is very, very advantageous to the community. So I guess immediately the video ends, we'll just kickstart. I think it will end in some few minutes. Amazon Web Services specifically for cloud computing, well, those who are into engineering, software engineering. If you develop a website, they will allow you to host it on their platform. I think the audio is Okay, yeah. So in a short time, we'll just resume. I beg your pardon, crave your indulgence. We'll be very brief. Like I said before, we've done a couple of things in terms of announcing what we're here for. So we'll be very brief about it. Here is my colleague. Her name is Chisom Sylvia. We have two other colleagues we're expecting to be here. They might be here before we're done, or they might not be here. Whatever the case is, we'll just speed up and not take much of your time. You know. Okay, I'm not sure, sorry please sir. I'm not sure if this is too clear. Should I go ahead? Okay, thank you. So once again, I'm Udogo Tupelu Riches from Startup Grind, and this is Chisom Silva from Startup Grind. And I earlier mentioned that we're here to partner with this very wonderful school. In fact, she was so keen, that is the school director was so keen, because we're actually looking for bigger schools in terms of population. But when we came into and discussed with her and saw the extent to which she's dedicated to develop the school, and then had some conversation with one of the staff and some other staff members, we were intrigued, very much intrigued, to make Design International Academy to be one of the foremost schools in this program. I think they deserve a round of applause. So what we're here for, like we mentioned before, is just for the advancement of the academia in Zion International Academy. I was quite attentive to what I think the principal was mentioning, or I think the speaker before the principal, when he was talking about schools where the students should go. I don't know, anyway, I don't know what the school fees is here, but whatever you're getting in a school that perhaps will charge 200,000, exactly what your child is supposed to get in value. You know, when you send your child to school, you pay school fees. You're expecting value in return. The essence of going to school is for your child to be educated, to be skilled, to be better positioned for success tomorrow. And that's what differentiates each school is the pattern, the approach, the content, the structure available in each school. And that's why we are here. This school has proven in terms of their interests and their approaches. So we decided to work with Design International Academy to advance the academia here structurally, in content, and also in technology. So, like I said, we are here for the advancement of the academia, and this is absolutely sponsored and taken care of by Startup Grind, launching out a program called Gardeners for Africa. So I mentioned before, the Startup Grind is a global community of entrepreneurs. What we do is we try to develop each community that we enter. We try to help the entrepreneurs there. We try to help the community in every way we can. And here, we specifically chosen to, So Startup Grind is the world's largest community of startups and founders, innovators, creators. We bring like-minded individuals, work with entrepreneurs, and help them to do whatever they're doing better. So even if you Google on your phone now, browse it about Startup Grind, you'll see we have Startup Grind in the United States, we have Startup Grind in China, we have it in Abuja, we have it in Lagos, we have it all over Africa, Europe, in every continent. We are spread over 125 countries, and in each country we enter, we are in each state. So we have Startup Grind in Enugu State, we are here. We have Startup Grind in Lagos, Akwa Ibom, Abuja, Cross River, Port Harcourt, and the rest. There will be very few states we might not resume our duties, but we are almost in every state, in every country, and we are almost in every country. So we are spread over 105 countries so far. So we are launching the Guidance for Africa program. I believe it's the fourth slide. We are launching the Guidance for Africa program in Zion International Academy. and it's quite a very, very welcome initiative, if you like. What we are supposed to do here under this program is one, we are going to be launching out 2 courses. First course will be our tailored guidance and counseling course, and the second course will be our IT training. Now, both courses will be infused into the schoolwork so that it's not run like a different club. In that manner, the students can participate. No students will be denied the privilege, and then it's part of the schoolwork. You know, I don't know if I'm audible enough. Okay, then that will entail that will bring our professional tutors here. So we're going to bring in up to between 6 to 12 tutors who will be coming here intermittently. That means at different intervals. They'll be part of the school staff. So they'll be coming here. All of them are educated, all of them are graduates, and they are absolutely well trained in the different courses that they'll be taking on. So some will be taking on guidance and counseling, the rest will be taking on IT training. We also have a professional team who will be at the back end of this course. Those people are individuals that have built apps, built several things. So we have a team of professionals, then we have a team of tutors. The tutors will come here and will align themselves with the school. All graduates. And they are very well professional in the course they are going to teach. And again, they are very skilled in imparting knowledge to the kids. So now the content of our training, because it's not just to say we are going to give IT training, we're going to do guidance and counseling. The content of the training will include for the junior secondary class, meaning from JS1 to JS3. We've broken it down into different terms for JS1, JS3. So for the junior secondary class, we have all together, we have the MS Office, meaning the MS Word, the PowerPoint, the Excel. So before your child graduates from JS1 to JS3, that child will know how to use the computer. It's basics, it's fundamental. They will be able to know what the computer is all about. Then they will be able to use the PowerPoint. They will be able to use the Excel. They will be able to type effectively. They will also teach them blogging. There is something that they run in NYC camp, it's called Said. So they normally teach them how to have some skills, like we all see this mirror, learn a skill. Some skills are not contemporary, blogging is contemporary, because the child can easily blog. And blogging will earn cash, even as a small child. JSP is very important, they are skilled. If a child learns how to do blogging well, and absolutely they will, by JSP they will, this child can effectively start earning money through blogging. It's very, very important. Okay? Then for the senior secondary school, we are going to teach them their courses is broken down from SS1 to SS3. It's broken down into web development, full stack. Web development entails building a website. So for example, even for the parents here, you don't need to go and pay somebody for building a website for you. Your child in SS3 can just build a website for you with ease. So we have the website development for those who are here. I'm actually hoping that someone here will be well informed on this IT training. We have the front end. Front end is when you open a website, they are looking at it in front of you there. That's the front end. Then we have the back end, that's programming. So we're going to teach them the front end and the back end. That's why it's using full stack. And that back end involves programming. So we're going to be teaching them, we have programming languages, we have React, we have JavaScript, we have Python. So we're going to teach them one computer programming language, which is good enough. They can use to do whatever they want to. Alright, so once your child is in SS2, your child will be a good computer programmer. Period. How you say practically. It's not when you come to textbook for computer science, they don't require of the mouse. So this is a mouse, this is a monitor. That's not computer science. It's so not full of information, right? This is computer science. When a child comes out of school, he can use the computer very effectively. He knows how to do this, he knows how to do that, knows how to do that one effectively, knows how to program. Ordinarily, this will be very, very expensive when we go for the strategy, so on and so on. Then finally, there's what we call digital marketing. The young guys say, you know what I'm saying. The young ladies know that. Digital marketing is also a means of making a whole lot of money in computer science, in IT training, in technology. Most, if you observe, before now, very few people are using Zoom, video call. It was strange, but COVID-19 came in, and then if you want to communicate, you use Zoom. Most businesses do advertisements no longer to the typical newspapers. They now go online. Digital marketing. Your child will go on digital marketing on his own. So you have a business, you can help advertise it online himself and look for other businesses and make a whole lot of money. The essence of this, that's for the senior secondary. Okay? So this, then the essence of that, these trainings is to give the child a skill that can earn him an income, earn her an income as she's leaving secondary school. Our parents in those days, once they finish secondary school, nobody, no more. You go and work, right? So if a child can earn money, not dependent on the parents, your child can be in university, doing digital marketing for their colleagues and earning some money. Yeah. Blogging, earning some money. You have blogging, you have vlogging, you have be a YouTuber. Once you learn blogging, you can be a YouTuber, do whatever you want to do. This is a contemporary school. Not meant to learn how to make soap. People that are industrialists making soap, they don't use buckets like they do in the CIA program in NYSC. They don't use buckets. They have machines that make soap. So going to learn is helpful for household use. You know, learn making soap and the rest. It's helpful. Sometimes it comes in handy. But an effective skill in this contemporary time, that's what we are trying to give them. And we will give them. And they'll be perfect. It's not theory. Practical. They'll be really practical. Now we have the second course that we run for them, which is the guidance and counseling. For junior secondary, we help them to identify their genius. So that it's not when they finish secondary school, they select any course from the university. You fail jam or you pass once, right? Because you have a brain jam. And you go for your tertiary institution course. Then after graduating from university, you start looking for any job. No. The child is already misled and we're wasting a whole lot of time. In junior secondary, a child should know his unique genius. Am I a good mathematician? Am I dull in mathematics but I can sing well? Or I can dance? Or I can do programming better than every other person else? Or I can create things, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm supposed to be a business person. And even if it's a business, what kind of business will suit me? In junior secondary, the child should be able to achieve this. That's the essence of having. That's the kind of things we should be seeing in the junior YEC. I'll explain briefly. When you equip a child with knowledge, mathematics 100%, English 100%, science 100%. How about the application? So even if you watch typical competitions in schools, or even in cowbell competition and other external or inter-school competitions, you see a competition that testing the child's capacity to store knowledge, to retain knowledge, not to apply the knowledge. This is something that we not see anywhere. Prove me wrong. Ask me questions after this. It's not anywhere. We'll go on the slide and see what we're trying to do. We're trying to make sure that this child, not just having knowledge, you can use your knowledge. You know how to use it. Okay, we have several individuals who are very intelligent. Very intelligent. They are in university, they are doing Yahoo. Why? Because they are not guided on how to use the knowledge. And some of them are feeling frustrated, financial constraints. Some of them are just misguided. Okay. So, but when you have guidance and counseling, how did I learn how to speak Igbo? Because when I was young, my parents were speaking Igbo. Even if I'm of Igbo origin, but I was born in the north, I'll be speaking Hausa fluently. That's a fact. So how can your child learn? They learn subconsciously, they learn consciously. And why you brought them here is to learn consciously. So we are going to consciously infuse into them the ability to know how to utilize their knowledge. Not just giving them mathematics and science and they're getting first in class, but also tell them how to use it. So, hey, you are good in mathematics, you are good in this. Helping them to discover what their genius is. Then in senior secondary, we'll be more focused on guiding them. I've talked about it, on knowing how to use the knowledge they have to decide and understanding their journeys, which they've done in junior secondary, to be able to decide on which career they are supposed to take, which will inform them on which course they will take in university. So why they want to write down, you ask a child, why do you want to, which course do you want to take, banking and finance? Why do you want to do banking and finance? The child can effectively answer you well, and you'll be super on what the response he or she will give you. So that's what we're going to be taking care of in the senior secondary as per guidance and counseling. Then in addition to that, we'll be teaching them how to handle failures. One thing we have never taught in school is how to handle failure. So when you carry last, the front is how to handle failure. When someone fails, after we fail, tell you that not really like failure. Failure is that thing that redirects your path so that you'll be able to, be focused on where you are best needed. So there are people that are doing exceptionally well in school. I had that experience. At some point you fail. Pressure from parents, pressure from everybody, pressure from yourself, from within. Nobody, that's high regard they're giving you, they're not giving you again. So you become more frustrated. Some people are coming suicide because of you. So we teach them how to handle failures. When you finish school, sometimes things are challenging. We teach you how to be more resilient. Because that's what we ought to teach them, and they're conscious about it. Very important. So next, having taught them all these things, we need to test to what extent to which they've learned. Of course, we're going to be doing inside the class. We're not going to be doing typical. In fact, she mentioned that she wants her exams to now be IT-based, CBT, computer-based test. Beautiful. All right. So we are going to be everything we're going to learn is practical. We give IT training. Give a computer, alright, type this for us, of course. So we are going to be having internal tests, of course. But beyond that, we're going to be having inter-school competitions. And like I said before, it's not about testing how much work the child has crammed. I have one example of one guy that went for an interview in Lagos, and the guy scored 100%, it's 100, he gave me the job. And do this work story. Why? Luckily for him, what he learned came out. He passed. He got the job. He has no clue what to do. So what we are trying to achieve is not just taking a child to school. You will now know that we breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide, but how to apply whatever knowledge he has. For example, if you know how to use computer, let's say, let me make it more simple. If you teach a child that will breathe in oxygen, breathe out carbon dioxide, you should be able to teach a child, or that if we defecate, is being packed out. So we should be able to teach the child how to make use of it. In this sense, there is a company that is converting physics, human physics now to gas. So in homes that have that stuff, they don't buy gas. Please apply knowledge. So we are going to be having inter-school competitions on applied knowledge. Whatever we've taught you, if we taught you software engineering, for example programming, we'll give you something. Develop an app that can solve social problems. That's applied knowledge. So we're going to be having inter-school competitions. Every school that enrolls with us, that we're working with, not just one school, there are several schools. We're going to have inter-school competitions. And even those are not enrolled, so we begin to show them the gap that they're missing out from. So that every child, not just you have this knowledge, you know how to use the computer, you know how to program, but use it and develop something. So we're going to be organizing inter-school competitions, and then we'll be giving scholarships. Well, initially we're working specifically with schools that enroll with us, so that we'll have the difference to be clear. Those that are not enrolled will see what is being achieved, and that even though they have a computer science teacher, they are way far behind, way behind. So this is what we're bringing: practical knowledge, practical applications, and then we test it, competing with schools, and the best students will be giving scholarship. Then the best school will also be giving more intervention assistance, to support the school, and then we'll also market the school before in our magazines, online and offline, to tell the story of the school. I hope I'm not going too fast. I'm trying to wrap it up. Now, the vision of the program, very important. What we want to achieve, what we want to achieve, is that every single graduate of this school, of Zion International Academy, will have at graduation, once they graduated from SSC, they will have the most contemporary IT skill. That means they'll become software technicians. And you say engineers because for engineering you need certification. We do give certification, but it's really expensive. What we're trying to run is for them to have the knowledge. Once you have the knowledge, if you want certification, write an exam, you give certification. So they become software technicians who are aware of their genius. So we're giving two courses. One is IT. So by the time they are graduating, they have super skills. They have people went to MSc and said, just travel this year. He said, he's going to MSU. He said, it's even better after doing PhD here. You don't go there and start doing MSc. Why? Because of the backlog. We are behind. So, but when we give these students this training, wherever, all over the world, wherever they go to, they can compete with anybody. Why? That one they are doing over there. Okay? That one they are doing over there. So I'm bringing it down to everybody, for everybody to be able to access it. So when a child has graduated from the secondary school, he can do any kind of thing that's contemporary in technology. Then again, that the child will also be aware of individual genius. So the child, by the time you want to write jam, you know the course you should write, you know the course you should apply for preschool, and you know the good reason you want to apply. Not because you want to get a good job, not because you want to be but this child would have identified a problem in the society. Now the guidance advisor will do. And we identify this problem and identify, I'm good in this, so I'm going to solve it. Therefore, the course I should take is so and so. For example, most clothes we have, apart from the good job about people are doing, are important. So people talk about Turkey shirts. A child can be very good in all this artistic work they do with their clothing. So we can direct that child. So he goes to the university and study clothing and textile. So we now have the first clothing and textile industry here, started by that child. Somebody coming from Nigeria, because she has the skill or he has the skill, and he knew he had the skill and went and studied in university. No longer studying a course just because it's a high-paying job, it's bad. It's not a good way to go. No longer studying a course because your colleague, your friend is going for that same course. No longer studying a course because your parents said it's supposed to be, we identify the genius and the child is informed of the course to study. So that's what we want to achieve. A child that's a change maker, a change agent in the society. The government will not change the challenges we have. It's these children. It's us. We have a role to play. They have a role to play. If we give them a very good help, they will change. It's going to take some time. But how worse it will be if we do nothing about it and wait for the government? The government has no solution for us so far. The best they can do is to give an enabling environment. But who are going to be the players? These children. Let's give them the platform. Okay, so it's very important to discuss the financial implications. The computers we are going to bring to the school is free. It's our contribution to the school. The training is also next to nothing. We have subsidized it by 90%. So I want to place your computers now and check this out. So if you take a child to do this computer training by the wayside, how much do you normally charge? I think about 20,000. Is 150,000. Okay. So let's even divide that into 3 and say it's even, you can get a place of 50,000. What do they normally learn? Do you have a clue? Please, can you help us? You know there. What normally will be the coursework, the contents of the computer training? MS Office. MS Office. Do you have any place that is cheaper? 40,000-50,000. Okay, cool. 40,000-50,000 for just MS Office. If I'm going to teach you program, you are going to pay me 180,000. If it's a class, it's going to be about 70,000. But if it's an individual, it's going to be almost close down 200,000. Just Python, one language. But if it's a class, it's between 60 to 70, 80,000, depending. What I'm trying to say is, it's expensive to give to children. But we've decided to bring it down. That's the convention. It's not all talk and no action. Right? We brought it down to the very, very minimum. I think I don't know if it has been communicated, but what we've done is we've made it to be very, very cheap. Very, very cheap. For example, the IT training may end up being 4,000 naira per term. 4,000 naira per term. Let's work with the senior secondary. We have 3 times in a year, right? 4 times 3 is 12,000. We have 3 years for the senior secondary. 12,000 naira times 3 is how much? 36,000 naira. This covers programming language. This covers digital marketing. Don't take my word for it. When you go out there, ask any projectors. In fact, there's something we are trying to skip. It's not even in our slide. We're going to bring details before we discuss it with the school director. But why we don't want to mention everything at once is our problem is little people, okay? But I want to break it step by step. The textbook is not expensive, nobody's paying anything for it. It's just an alternative to hard copy. So if the textbook of mathematics is 1,000 naira, the textbook will be 500 naira. So it tends to reduce the cost. The only thing that it's online, but you'll be able to access it even without network. Okay, but it's not hard copy. Physical is soft copy, right? But it's cheaper, so it reduces the cost of education. So we discussed that. We also initiate that in a short time. But what we're discussing today is the courses, specifically these 2 courses that will help these kids to have a bigger, better platform to succeed. So, and the financial implication, like we mentioned, so much reduced. We subsidize it to 90%, down by 90%. So you are paying just 10% of what is required. Why? Our tutors will be coming here. Large number of students, graduates, will be paying them salaries. Finally, no, go back. Finally, we are actually requesting that we work as a team. We all have to agree and work as a team. We work as a team, both the parents, both the schools, our organization. We can give these children a better platform to succeed in life. One of the things the parents have to do, don't force a career for your child. They don't understand the child's dreams. It's really about being in school. And you see, most of the parents, I don't know about your own stories, but I know some people's stories, I know my own story. Some parents will tell you they want their child to be an engineer or a lawyer. Those times, I have a friend I mentioned before who is a carpenter and is very rich. Very, very rich. He's the oldest brother, rather. He's very, very rich. What I'm trying to go to is because I feel it's because that man saw that he's so good in carpentry. I was doing carpentry. He's based in Lagos. He does all these furniture and fittings for very, very rich men. Very, very rich men. He has 10 computers running for him. What I'm going to is, even if a child is doing soccer away job, what I mean, if that child is so good in it, that child will be a very rich person. Very, very rich person. Why? Because of the skill. The Bible said, he who is good at his work will stand before kings. That's the fact of the matter. So, if you carry someone that is good in singing and put him in mathematics, what if you have already positioned that person for failure? He didn't show woman can get very far. He should have been sure, but he wasn't there first. And we show him. It doesn't make any sense. I have a niece, last example, I have a niece, a cousin brother, and also another friend. I've advised 2 persons. This person had done, she was into industrial chemistry. She's good in all this clothing and textile stuff. So she in Ezekiel, she's in the school. So she had several F. I never knew. When I found out, I told her, we are going to start at French, period. She said, what do I told her. She left that course, started in year 1, repeated year 1. She was in second year, and then she went back to year 1. And then when she went back to year 1, come and see her result now, beautiful. Why? Because this is something she has passion for. This is what she can do well. Keep her just in doing and trade, or making magic. I had another friend who did, because of circumstances, I guess, she entered into statistics. I think that was statistics. She was performing poorly. She had about 3 or 4 Fs by the time she was about to enter 3rd year. I told her, no, you are going to go back to first year. She refused. All her parents. So after some intervention, she went back to first year with tears and she refused. She went back and she studied economics. She came back, she came out, she had graduated, she's about to go for youth service. I'm not lying to you. She came out with 2-1, comfortably. That girl would have come. If she had passed, she did well. Because it's not about the course you're studying. Focus is about your genius, what you know how to do. The essence of going to school is to sharpen your skill. To sharpen, you can see people that say that school is no longer relevant. Do you know why? People go to school, what the content of our university system and the secondary school, the content sometimes is backward. I want to have a computer science. What's in the textbooks? Backward. And then when you come out, you don't meet with contemporary demands of the labor market. That's a problem. School is very important. School is where you go to sharpen your skill. So I want to become a lawyer. I go to school and get the know-how, sharpen my skill and become a better lawyer. That's the essence of going to school. So please, you have to work. Don't force your child to do a course you want the child to do. It doesn't help. You help to identify what is this child genius and work on him so that he will develop a passion towards that genius. And that's what will make him to choose the career he's going to take up as a human being. That child is settled for. That child will be successful. So let's join hands together. Let's make this happen. You are, like I said before, you don't know how much, I don't know how much school fees is, but whatever it is, I know it will be a reasonable price. Whatever you are going to be getting here in value. Let's give a year or two. I would like, when we do inter-school competition, we'll see what we're talking about. We compare with other big schools that may not be on the program. And you see the difference in the flow. You'll be getting far bigger value for change. So this ends my presentation. I want to make it snappy. Thank you for listening. It's a privilege to be here. If you have any questions, please go ahead with question and answer. Thank you.
Hallelujah. In fact, I want to thank the school management. My name is Ifeoma Ikeze. I want to thank the school management for this wonderful program. They have just developed their mind to give our children. In fact, when one was telling us the other day about the program, I was looking at it, how could it be? My daughter came and said, it is robots they say they will use to teach them. I said, hi. I'm still watching to see how possible this could be. But by your own explanation, in fact, I am satisfied enough because actually I am a computer literate and I have a certificate. I know what it cost me because I was able to obtain it. And these children now having knowledge of this at this age is a great privilege. But I have 3 questions to ask. One of them is when you were talking about, we are Nigerians, and the politicians of Nigerians, there are so many things they say they will do. And before you know it, immediately they get into it, you will see them dancing somehow. They won't be able to accomplish it. So my question there is, all these packages you people have said you will implement in the life of our children, and even the one you will discuss with mommy, how possible could it be for you to do that? And the parents will be happy and say, in fact, glory, hallelujah for your life. So, and another question there is this training now, will it carry engineering part of it? Engineering part of it, will it carry engineering part of it? Or it's just the training alone? God bless you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mark. It's a beautiful question. First of all, we are representing a multinational. Like, I need you to browse about Startup Grind. And we are partnering with Amazon Web Services. We're also partnering sometimes with Google for startups. The finance is not our problem. Yeah. So, but I believe there's another fairly good adage that says, seeing is believing. So I guess before long, when you see the IT lab already set up, then you to be one step towards achieving what we mentioned, right? Then again, when we would have sent in our tutors to register as part of the school staff, in a sense, she would also get to meet them once in a while. I don't know whether you do open school day here, but I guess you get to meet them. The staff will also testify, and then you see the caliber of individuals you're bringing in. So I think that also takes care of that aspect. And engineering in in technology is mostly programming. Is that what you're asking about? And that what we mentioned, we said we're going to teach them programming. And programming is for the senior secondary. And then we're going to teach them just one computer language, which will be we have on our list, we have Python programming, computer language, we have React, and we have JavaScript. So we are going to choose one because it's so bulky, you can't just put everything, all out there for them. Because we're not just putting, and we just want them to be. When you tell your child, please design this thing for me, we just do it. It's not, mommy, we learned this in school, and we learned that in school. No. Take that system, program this thing for me. He does it. That is the engineering aspect to it. And that was what we're going to teach them. They will be able to do it from the senior secondary. Before they've graduated, even by SS2, SS3, that child will be a powerful programmer. You might not take my word for it, but let's see what happens within now and the next 1 year. I guess that will tell the story, right?
Praise the Lord. I must confess that I am so excited, though I was a bit late, but from what I could gather from the time I entered there, even to the end of the program, I'm excited at the presentation. And I can also say that I'm eager that my children should be part of the program. However, I want to make an appeal to you. And that appeal I want to make to you is on behalf of our mommy. God has helped her to make a name for herself in this school. And she's been a woman of her word by God's grace. So she's been able to talk to us, parents about this program. So the appeal I want to personally make to you and to the organization is not to fail her, because she has respect her integrity with you. Telling her will go a very long way, you understand, in tarnishing her good image. So I want to appeal that you do all you can, that all the packages that you have enunciated, that you deliver it to our children. And we and mommy will be best of celebrants, because I can see the passion she has for our children. Thank you.
If I'll give a quick response. I think between this first term would be ending, it will end, pause for a while, resume in January, end in February, I believe. This first term / second term, you see the IT lab fully functional. Take a hold for it, use that to test on what we've said to you. Any other questions? Every question is allowed. We are here for you, okay?
You can ask question, any question at all. Or you can even tell us your observation, contribution. If you have anything to say, this is the time. And feel free to say it. We prepare for you. You know that this thing is going to take long. That's why we prepare small menu. As you are eating, be talking.
Praise God.
Hallelujah.
Well, I appreciate so much the program that's been going. I appreciate the fact. But I have only one question. I am myself now. I intend to study mechanical engineering. You understand? I'm not treating my job. I intend to study mechanical engineering, and I work as an apprentice in shops. Understand? So with my knowledge of mechanics now, and studying, and I intend to further it. How can this program help me now? And how can it help me? And how can it further my horizon of into this mechanical aspect? And how can I make use of it when we work in this mechanical aspect?
Okay, thank you very much, sir. I think
my name is Movie Febuchi.
Okay,
from this university.
All right, thank you, Chief. I think our response to that will just be this, and I will prove your indulgence for this to be the last question. We have been called elsewhere. This program is specifically tailored for the school students. Why we are here is specifically for the school students from JS1 to SS3. However, we have where we also give attention to those who want to run the program. But currently, we are working with the Rural Nigeria Hub of University of Nigeria. So we had an office in Zue State, but because of our engagement as a Zoka, we had to move over there. So, if not for proximity reasons, like distance, right? I would have encouraged you to come over there. So you raise your role, and then we run the program for you, of course. But then I doubt you'll be able to move from here to Zoka for the program. But the reason why we're here specifically for the junior secondary, JS1 to JS3, SS1 to SS3, and how it will benefit a child that wants to run mechanical engineering is this. If you have a clue of what you are good at, then you'll be able to say, okay, I want to run this. I guess you've done a little bit of the practical aspect. I got you right. So it has helped to inform you on the course you study in university. These students are not having those practical aspects, they are not in a mechanic shop, right? They are here. But when we look at them through our program, we know who is good for what. Okay? Then we will make them to be aware. See, this is what you are good at. How about you focus on this? Then you hear the child's opinion. Hear what his response is. Then you guide him on how to take the best decision as regards his career. So the guidance and counseling session will help them to identify if they are good for mechanical engineering, if that's where their genius lies, and then help them to make informed decision. For example, to choose to study mechanical engineering in university, and that's it. Does it answer your question, please? All right. Thank you very much, sir. It's a pleasure to have been here. Please permit us to run away. Thank you very much. You are grateful.
Let's go. I want to come and end this so that
There's a reason why for the last 13 years, startups overwhelmingly prefer to build on top of AWS. We have the largest number of services, making it easy for you to take on some of the biggest challenges with the smallest teams. We also have partnerships with the top VCs, accelerators, and incubators around the world, making it easier to secure your next round of funding.
I'm a solution architect with the AWS Head Start program. What we do is we work with startups in the education sector, and we help them build their services on AWS.
So We Power Tech is AWS's diversity and inclusion outreach program. The program is really twofold. One is to increase the number of underrepresented technologists within the industry, and the second is to provide a platform for them to be seen and heard.
If you're wondering how the AWS evangelism team might be able to help your startup, there are many ways. We're technically credible across our entire catalog of products, so we can help you figure out which services might be able to meaningfully impact your business. We also want to help tell your story. So if you're building something cool, we want to know about it and help spread that message to the world. So you might end up on stage at an event like AWS Summit. If you're a startup, you should also definitely check out the AWS Lofts. These are event spaces that are free to anyone with an AWS account. And you can treat them like co-working spaces, but the awesome thing about them is that we also have people like technical evangelists like myself, solutions architects that come and give hands-on technical workshops and sessions to help you learn how to more effectively utilize the AWS products and platforms that you're already building on top of.
We are a dedicated team of people that love startups, that we just want to come and help you with whatever we can, whether it be technical or business focused. We are here to help guide you and make sure that you do have a say in what's going on. We do get your feedback. We do bring that feedback to the service teams. That is what we're here for.